Hi, hello, greetings, konnichiwa. For those who don't know me, my name is Mr. Galaxy. I make whatever the hell I want on my YouTube channel. This video was supposed to be uploaded a little way earlier, but I'm glad it didn't, because I get to put Revy and Vice on a tier list video. This was made before Revy and Vice was even announced. Like, you know, it was rumored that Vice was going to be like 2 riders. We didn't believe it at first, but
Look at us laughing, joking, numbnut.
Also, no secondary riders, because who the heck watches Kamen Rider for the secondary riders? Okay, enjoy! Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm busting out the face can since this is an anniversary season. I tried finding a tier list with every single Kamen Rider. The closest I could get was this one with the Showa era and the Heisei era Kamen Riders. I'll accept it. This is, it's fine. I can just Photoshop in 01 and Saber. It's not that big of a video. It's just 2 Kamen Rider PNGs I gotta download. But anyways, let's start off with the very first ones, actually. That being Ichigo and Nigo. I know I said no secondary rivals, but it was a lot different back in the day. Kamen Rider Ichigo's face is iconic as hell. He's a Mario to the Tokusatsu franchise. He somehow managed to make a bug actually terrifying. Kamen Rider Ichigo is iconic as hell. He is going to the A tier. Same as Nigo, because it's the same thing as Kamen Rider Ichigo, except red hands. Next up on the list is Kamen Rider Sango. We don't talk about the other Sango. V3! Now here's the thing. It's basically a more powerful version of Kamen Rider Ichigo and Kamen Rider Nigo, but his design is just so bizarre. Like, don't get me wrong, I dig it. It's obviously a reverse to Ichigo and Nigo's helmet, because their helmets are green with red eyes. His helmet is red with green eyes, so it's obviously a reverse to what they were doing. But it's just so swirling weird. Either way, I like it. Although not at my personal favorite, I put him in B tier. Rider Man. What the f did they do to Rider Man? There's a reason why Kamen Riders cover up their face. And that right there is the main reason. You wanna know why Masked Riders are called Masked Riders? Because of Rider Man. Not gonna lie, maybe it's just because I grew up on Batman, but I have a soft spot for Rider Man. But he is the canonically weakest Kamen Rider in history, so... But we're not putting power here, we're just putting costumes. And Rider Man is really not that good compared to the other Riders. So, I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to put you in D tier. Next up, we got Kamen Rider X, and he is very cool. If Ichigo had upgraded form, if this was Ichigo's final form, it'd be Kamen Rider X. So I'm gonna put him at high A for now until someone beats him out. Amazon. Freaking Amazon. We'll talk about the other one later. From the research I've done, this is the most graphic Kamen Rider ever. Graphic because it is a kid's show after all. Then again, lots of death on that show. I suppose that Kamen Rider's final form forever be dust. Amazon's design is supposed to be more animal-like, so that's why it looks so weird. And the fact that it has an actual jaw underneath. Plus the little red things around his body making it the impression that it has veins. Ugh, that just scares the crap out of me. Amazon's pretty unique, but I don't know. He didn't really catch my eye at first until I watched the other Amazon. So he's gonna be, I'm gonna put him at B tier. No, he's better than Kamen Rider V3. Next up is Kamen Rider Stronger. What the hell is that name? Freaking Stronger. I don't know. He's way too beefy for my taste. He looks like an upgraded form to Kamen Rider Amazon. I don't know. Stronger is so swirling weird looking. But that's also the appeal of Stronger, because he's supposed to be stronger than the other Kamen Riders. Hence the name Stronger. Stronger, I have a soft spot for this guy, but he's definitely better than Rider Man. Now, nowadays, we see Kamen Riders fly around the sky all the time, but this was different back in the day. I really like Sky Rider's design. It's like Ichigo and Nigo's design if they could fly. It's still not that impressive, but I'll put them next to V3 and Amazon. Super 1. I don't know about this design. It looks like an upgraded version of Kamen Rider X, but not really my cup of tea. When I look at this thing, I think female main rider, but then I remember there's no female main rider, so I'm like, why did they do it like that? I still like this design. It's pretty cute, but I'm gonna put him right here. B tier. Low B tier. ZX. I don't know how to say this name, but I love the design. Definitely high B tier. Nah. Amazon's just too cool. Okay, put him right here instead. Okay, that'll do. Next up is the last TV show era Kamen Rider, and that's Kamen Rider Black. People freaking love Black, and I can see why. I didn't even watch the show, but I know how legendary this dude is. The first suit, it's really not my cup of tea though, so I'm gonna put it at C tier. The second one, when he became Black RX, well, that's a different story. Yes, I know I said I wasn't going to do upgraded forms, but this technically counts as a different show. Plus, I'm pretty sure Black RX has different powers compared to normal Black. It's a little bit more weirder, especially since we had this one adapted to the Kamen Rider show we don't talk about in America. Side note, do you guys actually want me to watch that show? Let me know in the comments down below. I think I might do like a little Mr. Galaxy reacts to this show because I've never seen it before, and I just gotta see how bad it is. But I kinda like this one. I'm gonna put this at B tier. I spurred to the swords of two. I really hope I do not mess these up. One of them is supposed to be a giant, the other one is not. But if I got everything correct, we have Kamen Rider Zo. What's his name? Z-O. I don't really know. Zeus! Z-O! Either way, his design is way too similar to no Kamen Rider. I'm not really a fan of this one, so I'm gonna put it at maybe high D tier. Kamen Rider J, I'll put him at right here. He's better than Z-O because of one thing. He can grow big. Now, I said Kamen Rider, so what the hell is this monster-like thing? That's just what I look like when I get up in the morning. Believe it or not, this guy's name is Kamen Rider Shin. Back in the day, they wanted to reimagine Kamen Rider in a darker tone. Something that would play a big part in... Okay, maybe not that big of a part, but seeds of ideas, I know. This dude is literally a monster. Like, the suit of this is... Mwah. I can't believe I'm saying this, but there's a Showa era suit that's better than Ichigo and Nigo. And with that, we have closed the door to the Showa era, and we welcome the Heisei era. Starting off, a new legend, Kuga. Instant S tier. There's a reason why Kamen Rider fans love this dude. Look at his suit design. It's so awesome. Fills you up with power. Akido is pretty sweet too. Definitely an S tier. It's basically the same as Kuga, just a little bit better. I'm pretty sure this suit was supposed to be Kuga's upgrade from the original show before they gave him the Rising form. And then Rising Ultimate happened. We don't talk about Rising Ultimate. Ryuki. This is the part where Kamen Rider designs took more away from the bug motif. Still retaining some of that though with a little dragon whiskers on top of Ryuki's visor. I really like the design. It's kind of unique, but sometimes I'm not really intimidated by this thing, so it's pretty good. So I'm gonna give it an A tier. It's not that bad. Why is this suit is so stupid? Fun fact, this was based on a shark, but this is still stupid. It's still better than Rider Man. Hibiki, the only Kamen Rider that's an Oni. The suit took me so long for me to get used to, but now that I embrace the Heisei era, like it's my freaking blood, the suit's kinda cool on me. I really like the design. Definitely more unique now that I think about it. Is it better than Kuga? Nah, I ain't better than Kuga. But it is better than X. Blade's up next, and I didn't like the design at first, but after I saw some shots of it being yellow, that's when I realized that he's decaying. Clever idea, but not really my thing. Although I do like the suit, maybe I might like it even better if I watch the show. But until then, I need to wrap up O's, so you're gonna go on B tier for now. I'm gonna make you better than like 3 Kamen Riders on the show. Be happy. Kabuto's up next, and he's the rider with 2 primary forms, but the one that people consider his actual primary form is his cast-off form, the one you're seeing right now. Definitely a more mechanical beetle, but I kinda like the design. Kabuto is alright, but I'm gonna put him at high... No. Put him at C tier. Ready for me to ruin the Kabuto sector for you? It was used in a bootleg movie called Metal Man. Well, Iron Hero. Either way, does that make him an unofficial Kamen Rider? Next up, we got One Sanjo! Freaking Deno has 4 main forms, but the one that is his main form is Sword form. This suit is freaking funny, but it's terrifying at the same time. It's both cute and threatening at the same time. Deno gets an A tier. Next up, we come to one of my personal favorite Kamen Riders. I haven't even finished the show yet. It's freaking Kiva! A vampire-themed Kamen Rider is really interesting to me. And if you ask me, I say they pulled it off pretty well. But of course, the king of the fan guy suit is going up against many Kamen Rider suits, so is it good? No, it's getting the D tier. I'm just screwing with you. It goes next to Deno. But now, we've done it. We reached a halfway point, and the Heisei series is celebrating 10 years of the Heisei era. Kamen Rider Decade. This dude, this freaking dude, the destroyer of worlds. A lot of people love his show, a lot of people hate his show, but a lot of people love this suit, and I can see why. The best part about Decade is he can transform to literally all of the riders that you see on screen right now, and more. But is this suit really good? I say so. Definitely an S-tier suit. It's both classic enough to fit the bug motif of Kamen Rider, but different enough to have its own identity. What better way to celebrate the Decade than with Decade? What happens if you chop yourself in half and you chop your friend in half and then you sew yourself together? Morbid? I know. Well, here's Cyclone Joker for you. Kamen Rider Double is so simple, but I didn't really like the suit at first. But after watching a bit of Double, it's kind of grown on me. Just like Den-O, Double doesn't really have an upgrade form unless you count the Fang Gaia memory and the Extreme Gaia memory, which those are his actual upgrades. But is it unique enough for me to watch? Yeah, I think you got like a Masquerade Gaia memory from him. But I'm gonna put him next to Fives. I'm sorry, Double. Your show's awesome, but suit could use a little work. Next up is the one I'm currently watching while I'm waiting for more Saber episodes. O's! Instant Detail. I hate him. 0 out of 10. 0 and 0 out of 10. Okay, bad joke. Obviously, I'm screwing around. I just started watching O's, and I get the appeal of it. The Tattoo Block combo was a little bit off to me at first, because I'm like, oh no, another animal motif. But now I realize that it's a greed motif, which is pretty freaking cool. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go watch O's. It's a pretty good show. But how good is his costume? I say it is definitely next to Amazon. No. I'll put him in the middle between Den-O and Kiva. Just hold still. There you go. Now you know what? I'll put him right here. Next to Ichigo and Nigo. Right there. There you go. Next up, we have Mr. Uchukita himself. That being Forze. He's actually became one of my recent favorite Kamen. So much so that I actually bought this little replica of his Kamen Rider logo banner. The rest of the video, it's gonna... Can you please stay up, please? I hope that doesn't fall down. Obviously, I like this suit because of the galaxy motif, but still. The rocket hair, the little antenna on his eyes, and the fact that he's celebrating 40 years of Kamen Rider, and his personality. How could you not like the dude? This astronaut definitely gets an A tier. Is it better than Hibiki? Of course it's better than Hibiki. Move you. There. You've been beaten by a rocket ship. I really hope that does not fall down like... Oh no. The best part about it, that wasn't even a planned bit. Next up we got Magic Shot! I'm so sorry, I'll stop singing now. Wizard! I only watched 2 episodes of Wizard before I had to get back to homework, but I love this suit! It's so majestic, just like a wizard. Kuga's been dethroned. This is an awesome suit. And just like Den-O, it doesn't really have a base form since it uses fire, water, hurricane, and land style as his base forms. But fire form is his main form he likes to use, and that's how it's awesome. Let's just move on to Samurai Ninja God Guy. Ah! Freaking Gaim is so cool. When I first saw Gaim, I was like, oh, that's weird. I mean, it's cool, funny idea, but what? After watching a few episodes, I can see why people love Gaim. Mwah! Fantastic show. A samurai and fruit. That's the best match I have not seen coming. Gaim is so unique, so interesting. Does this beat? Yeah! He's going next to Forze. Next up, we got Kamen Rider to Life. Type speed is interesting. I want to like the suit, but I just can't. Because of one thing. The freaking tile on his chest. I don't like it. But it's still pretty cool. It's not gonna make me hate the suit a lot. Maybe it will grow over me when I watch the show. But type speed actually beats out Amazon for once. You know, now that I think about it, maybe I was a bit too harsh on Drive's base form. I've been watching the show, Kamen Rider Drive, and I love Machine Chaser. I just got me a freaking mock driver, and Drive is now one of my favorite suits. If you're upset about that, then consider this to be the unofficial bottom tier of the A rank. Alright, that's it. Back to the video. I'll be back later on when I go over Revise. Look. It's that show I like that no one else likes. Ghost is just too cute to be a Kamen Rider. I'm gonna say it right now. His other forms are terrifying, but his base forms is just so freaking cute. The jacket motif, however, is so interesting. I'm gonna put him in low bio because I'm a little bit unconcerned about him. Next up, we're about to play a video game. It's Kamen Rider X8. Now, I have the beta version of him, which means I have Kamen Rider Gim's suit, but we're not talking about Gim, we're talking about X8. Looking at the other riders, X8 is so unique, he's so different. It's a video game-based rider, has like a punk-style motif going for it. X8 is really cool, and I love his show. It's so upbeat, yet so dark at the same time. I don't know how they can balance that out, but X8 found a way. I'm gonna put it next to Hibiki. Nah, it's better than Hibiki. Hibiki, go right there. There we go. There we go. Can we finally talk about the other Amazon in the room? Good, here's Amazon Omega. It's basically the same as Kamen Rider Amazon, but with a green motif. And Amazon Alpha takes more inspiration from Kamen Rider Amazon. So how is Amazon Omega unique? Like, is it interesting at all? Is it cool? Well, it's better than stronger, that's for sure. Well, we're down to our last 4 riders, so we got to be the one to figure out where build goes. Kamen Rider build is another one of those riders where it doesn't really have a base form, but it just has, like, a form that it likes to call its base form. Like, any full body opponent, like Castle or Rabbit, that could be his base form. Or Gorilla and Diamond, that can also be a base form. He doesn't really get upgrade form until he makes Rabbit Tank sparkling. But a Rabbit and a Tank as his base form is so unique that I have to put it on S tier. It's better than Wizard. Fun fact, Build suit was actually a scrapped idea from Kamen Rider Double. So does that mean that Double is cheating? He used to be in C tier, now he's in S tier. Next up, we got my favorite rider of all time. But I'm not gonna let my personal bias get ahead of me. First of all, let's talk about that helmet, cause it be looking like a snack. The logo on his head says mask, otherwise known as Kamen in Japan. The giant face says Rider and Kachigana. It's so freaking cool. His face being a clock as well as the antenna, all of this is genius. The rest of the suit available is kind of bland. Even though this is an anniversary rider and my favorite rider of all time, I'm gonna have to be real here. Zio's suit is second to build. Well, that's all the riders we can do, so let's get into the rewire with 0101010101010101. I'm gonna have to Photoshop him in because it's not on this tier list. I didn't like it at first, but after watching the show, it's now one of my most favorite suit designs of all time. 01's suit is so cool. It's like taking the suit of Ichigo, upgrading it, taking those upgrades out, slapping it onto a new rider, painted light green, and boom, you have your very own Kamen Rider. 01's suit gets the S tier. Saber, on the other hand, Saber's suit is so cool, but the show is also so mixed. Then again, that's what you get when you hire the writers of Ghost to write your show. But is Saber's suit good? Hell yeah, it is. I give it a high, put in A tier. High A tier, because, you know, why the hell not? And with that, we have every primary rider in Kamen Rider history! Except plot twist, we're not done yet, because we still have Revi and Vice. They both get S tier, because they're technically one rider, and the costumes are amazing. They rival 01, though. Okay, bye! Wait a second. Oh my swells, I now get why they made that joke in Kamen Rider Commando.
Kamen Rider stronger.
彼が stronger なら俺は strongest というところか。